Europe is about to experience a dramatic weather shift this November. A powerful dipole pattern will dominate, bringing extremes across the continent. Moist, warm air from the southwest will clash with cooler, stable air, setting the stage for heavy rains, flooding threats, and the first mountain snows. We'll break down what this means for each region, from stormy northern coasts to the sunlit Mediterranean. You'll learn not just the forecast, but the forces behind it, the push and pull of high and low pressure systems. Planning to travel? We'll cover how to stay safe and make the most of the changing landscape. Weather shapes our plans and moods, so let's dive into what November holds for Europe. If you want a forecast for your city or destination, let me know in the comments below. A vast river of Atlantic moisture is surging into Western and Central Europe, bringing days of relentless, soaking rain. Expect saturated ground, swelling rivers, and a real risk of flooding, especially in valleys near the Alps, Pyrenees, and Western Mountains. In the north, strong winds will drive rain against coastlines, stirring up dramatic seas and frequent storms. The volume of water is staggering, billions of tons carried by the atmosphere and dumped in concentrated bursts. Urban life will slow as rain drums on rooftops and drains overflow. In the countryside, fields and forests will be waterlogged and misty. This isn't just bad weather, it's a major atmospheric reorganization, orchestrated by the persistent Dipole pattern. Breaks in the clouds will be rare. Expect a sequence of gray, damp, blustery days. The impact goes beyond the physical. The lack of sunlight and constant damp can weigh on the spirit. It's a time for caution, adaptation, and cozy retreats indoors. The dipole's grip means November will be defined by this unyielding deluge. For many, it's a season to watch nature's power from a safe, dry vantage point. Prepare for a month where the weather commands attention. Despite the rain, much of Europe will feel surprisingly mild, temperatures 1 to 2 degrees above average, thanks to the warm, moist Atlantic flow. This means fewer hard frosts in the lowlands. Mornings may be misty, but afternoons will lack winter's usual bite. The transition from autumn to winter will be slow, gentle, and very wet. In the mountains, though, the story changes. As air rises and cools, rain turns to snow, dusting the Alps, Pyrenees, and Scandinavia's peaks. Northern and Eastern Europe will feel the chill more keenly, with early snow possible even at lower elevations. Here, the battle between mild Atlantic air and cold continental masses will decide if you see rain or the season's first snowflakes. Southern Europe, especially the Mediterranean, will stay comfortable for now, but rain will increase as the month progresses. The result, a patchwork of climates. Damp and mild in the west, snowy in the mountains, colder in the east, and lingering warmth in the south. You could travel from rainy city streets to snowy alpine passes and end your day in a sunlit Mediterranean town. November is a month of contrasts. Be ready for both lingering autumn and the first hints of winter. The continent is in transition, with winter's advance delayed by the ocean's mild, wet embrace. Watch for snow on the peaks and a growing chill in the east as winter slowly approaches. For many, it's a time to enjoy the last comfort of autumn before true cold sets in. Pack for variety. Europe's November is anything but uniform. Western Europe will be cloaked in endless shades of gray this November. Mornings start with thick mist, giving way to low, persistent clouds. Sunshine will be rare. Rain and wind will dominate the British Isles, France, and the Benelux, with up to 6 rainy days per week in places like Germany. The air will feel raw and damp, rivers will run high, and the ground will be saturated. In southern Germany, the Bavarian Alps will see rain turn to snow, blanketing resorts and contrasting with the sodden lowlands. Along the Atlantic coast, fierce winds will drive rain sideways and whip up dramatic seas. Coastal flooding is a risk. Forests will be lush with moss and fungi, the air thick with earthy scents, a mystical rain-soaked landscape. City life will retreat indoors. Cafes fill up, windows steam, and museums offer refuge from the weather. The soundtrack is windscreen wipers, splashing tires, and umbrellas opening and closing. Outdoor plans require waterproof gear and patience. Even in the gloom there's beauty, if you're prepared to embrace it. The month demands resilience and a good raincoat. For those who venture out, the atmosphere is uniquely European, moody, vibrant, and alive. November in the West is a lesson in adapting to the elements. While the north endures rain, the far south offers a different story. The Canary Islands remain Europe's sunniest refuge, mild, stable, and perfect for outdoor adventures. Southern Portugal and Spain, especially the Algarve, will see more sunshine and warmth than anywhere else on the continent. These regions are magnets for sun seekers, offering a vital dose of light and energy before winter sets in. Life here stays outdoors. Terrace lunches, coastal walks, and beach days are still possible. Italy and the Balkans will have a mix, more sun than the north, but increasing rain as the month goes on. The further east in the Mediterranean, the more unsettled the weather becomes. For guaranteed sun, head to the Canaries or southern Iberia. Evenings will be cool, so pack a light jacket, but days promise a glorious reprieve. It's the perfect time to explore ruins, hike, or simply relax at a cafe in the sun. The contrast with the rest of Europe is stark. Idar entendu. Pentesta green, the thines be, zamkor. True sanctuaries. If you crave warmth, these are your best bets this November. In Eastern Europe, November marks a clear shift toward winter. The Carpathians and surrounding regions will see early snow, not just on peaks but in valleys and passes. Cities like Prague, Budapest, and Krakow will be colder and crisper than their western counterparts. Think scarves, gloves, and visible breath. The dry, invigorating cold brings a unique atmosphere, different from the West's damp chill. As the month progresses, festive markets begin to appear, filling city squares with lights, music, and the scent of mulled wine. The cold becomes part of the charm. Markets turn chilly evenings into cozy communal celebrations. Wandering through these markets, wrapped up against the cold, is a quintessential November experience. The region's cultural richness and festive spirit make the chill inviting, not forbidding. Here, winter's arrival is embraced, not endured. For travelers, it's a chance to witness the authentic transition from autumn to winter. The cold is essential to the region's November character. Come prepared, and you'll find warmth in the festivities. Eastern Europe offers a magical, communal coziness as winter's first act unfolds. What's driving this dramatic weather? It's the Dipole, a powerful setup of high and low pressure systems. A deep trough of low pressure anchors over Europe, drawing in moist rising air and fueling clouds and rain. To the west, a blocking high over the Atlantic acts as a barrier, holding the trough in place and preventing weather systems from moving east. Winds funnel warm, wet air from the southwest straight into Europe, creating a conveyor belt of moisture. This pattern is stable and self-sustaining, often lasting for weeks and defining the month's weather. On a global scale, the developing La Niña in the Pacific is amplifying this setup, making the dipole more likely and persistent. La Niña winters often favor blocking highs in the North Atlantic, linking Pacific temperatures to European rainfall. What we're seeing is a local effect of a global climate phenomenon. The interconnectedness of Earth's systems is on full display. Understanding this helps us anticipate and adapt to the coming weeks. With such varied weather, smart planning is essential for November travel in Europe. If you dislike heavy rain and flooding, avoid low-lying areas near major mountain ranges in the west and center. For sun and warmth, head south. Canary Islands, southern Portugal, and Spain are your best bets. Prefer culture? Embrace the cozy, rain-soaked cities of the west, perfect for museums, cafes, and slow exploration. If festive cheer excites you, Eastern Europe's markets and crisp air offer a magical experience. Wherever you go, pack layers. A waterproof jacket, warm sweater, and sturdy waterproof shoes are musts. For colder regions or mountains, add thermal layers, hat, scarf, and gloves. Being prepared turns a challenging trip into a memorable one. Travel in November is about making informed choices and writing your own story within the broader weather narrative. Whether you chase the sun, embrace the rain, or seek winter's first magic, Europe has something for you. Know what to expect, pack accordingly, and you'll enjoy the journey. The right gear and mindset make all the difference. November's weather is dynamic. Let it shape your adventure, not spoil it. Plan smart, and Europe's November can be unforgettable. We've covered the big picture, but weather is always personal and local. If you want a detailed forecast for your city or travel destination, just ask in the comments. I'll provide a tailored outlook. Curious about how La Niña might affect your winter plans or ski season? Let me know, and we'll dive into the details. This channel is a community. Your questions and observations make it richer. Let's use this space to create a personalized weather map for Europe together. Your curiosity turns a general forecast into a truly useful guide. Share your questions, and let's start the conversation. Together, we'll make sense of Europe's ever-changing skies. As we wrap up, remember, Europe's November weather is powerful, complex, and full of surprises. I hope this guide helps you prepare, whether you're staying home or setting out on an adventure. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and share your travel questions below. Your engagement makes this community vibrant and informed. Wishing you safe journeys, rich experiences, and undampened spirits, whatever the weather brings. Thank you for joining me, and travel safely this November.